Hi everybody, I'm Jenny, and in this video I'm going to review Lattafa Ramz or Ramz, R-A-M-Z, and this is the gold one. So there's the box. Got it at TJ Maxx for $16.99. It was already open out on their counter. I didn't open it, but it was opened, and I picked it up and smelled it, and I was immediately intrigued by it. And I've been meaning to look more into like Lattafa fragrances, so here is the bottle. I believe this is a unisex fragrance, although the bottle a little bit leans feminine. I don't know if you can see in this light, but there's actually like a red tint to this. And it's got all these cool words on it with the gold panels also. But it says like this heart, star, cool, hot, love, wish, a bunch of stuff like that, which could be unisex, but to me that type of packaging leans feminine. Before I get into it, first let me say, if you end up finding this helpful, please hit the like and subscribe button, because I have hundreds of videos and no frills video, no editing, no music, just my opinion. And they have advertisements on them, but I don't make anything off that, even though YouTube puts ads, because I don't have 1,000 subscribers. So if you find this helpful, please hit like and subscribe, and I appreciate it. Back to this. So this is the Ramz Gold. When I was looking at it in TJ Maxx, trying to look it up, I saw that there were several videos for the silver one, but not gold. However, I did read the reviews on Fragrantica and a few other sites that this is for sale on. This is, I think, targeted for like a cool weather type scenario situation, and on one of the Middle Eastern sites, it actually says for special occasions. So it's that kind of fragrance, or intended to be that kind of fragrance, and it's intended to be for women and men. This, I see diverse opinions on this, and I myself have diverse opinions on the fragrance and on the fact that it's unisex, because for me there are moments it's more feminine and moments it's definitely more masculine. I'm not really sure how I feel about it now, I'm just going to be honest. So if you're somebody who's just ordering online, you're not like in a TJ Maxx where you could smell it, I'm just telling you it's probably not for everybody, and people are really varying on what they compare it to, and I can see why. This changes on my skin, and right now I'm in South Carolina and it's August. I love summer. I know this is not the temperatures this is meant for, but still I get enough idea. By the way, I'm scratching because I had to spray some pepper spray in the yard to try to deter the neighbor's pit bull that keeps coming over here threatening me and showing its teeth and pooping in the yard. We've asked them repeatedly to get it, and they don't care, and it's actually against the law, and I love dogs, but this one is scary, and it thinks this is its yard. That's part of the reason I'm recording on my porch instead of in front of all the flowers that are so pretty. Back to the review. So when I first smelled it, I was immediately intrigued, and I even let my mother smell it like this, and she's very picky about fragrance. She really just likes natural oils. She doesn't really like a lot of perfumes. She said, "Oh, that's one of your better fragrances. It's very exotic." I actually have like a lot of like excellent fragrances, but she liked this, at least smelling it this way. And I was immediately intrigued in the store too. I feel like it's unisex but leans feminine when you smell it like this, but later on it goes through a unisex stage that's a stage I don't like. And then yesterday, I've had this for 2 nights now. Yesterday, I sprayed it all over myself and got in the pool. And I was in the pool for a couple hours. I put it in my hair and on my body. And even though this is hot August weather, which I love, I thought, okay, the water is cool. The air around the water is cooler. Maybe it'll give me an idea. Well, once I was in the pool, I just thought to myself, nope, 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 this is not for me, which breaks my heart, because when I smell it like this, I really love it. I really am intrigued by it. But once I was in the pool, it was very masculine on me. That's screaming as neighborhood kids. So, yeah, I mean, you could say unisex, but in my opinion, masculine. Like, if I was just around the average, typical guy, I think he would think that I was smelling like a man. So, I like a lot of men's fragrance. Sometimes I wear them. I love unisex fragrance, but the way I was smelling in the pool was just leaning too masculine. I saw somebody else relate it to like a masculine shaving cream smell. Even when you read through Fragrantica, some people really like it, some dislike it. Some people praise the longevity and projection. It is pretty decent in that way. And then people argue over what it's compared to. Like, it smells like this. A lot of people agree, and then you'll have equal amount of people say, no, it doesn't. So, to give you an idea, one of the things it's compared to is there's off Alexandria 2, which I have never smelled. So, like, 59 people, I think, currently said it smells like that. But then again, like, or maybe I have it backwards, like an equal amount or more said it does not. A few people said Into the Night by Bath and Body. Man, that pepper spray really got me. It's like misted back in the wind. Now my skin itches all over. But, it's like, anyways, no, Into the Night, I had it. That's one of the ones I keep buying from Bath and Body because I like the opening, but then I never wear it and I'll give it away. I think I still have the bottle. But it just turns too animalic on me. I can't do it. But I love the opening. I do not agree that this smells like Into the Night. Now, one of the things that intrigued me when I was reading the comments is that one person compared it to Atomic Rose, because this does have rose in it. I have Atomic Rose. It's one of my favorites. I would not compare this to Atomic Rose, even though this has rose. This is more dusty, almost musty rose with wood and barrel water and apples and fruit. I'll get to that in a minute. But Atomic Rose to me is like peppery rose and smells very sexy on men and women. Also, another person compared this to Curke and Herba Pura. Curke by Tiziana Terenzi is one of my signature fragrances. I will wear it by itself and I will also layer it. One of my signature ways to layer Curke is that I wear it and then I apply the Sue Phillips Fruity Blend, which I would love to have a full bottle of. That's pretty pricey. And that's just me. And I can wear that. I can pull that off in the summer even. I just love that combination. So Herba Pura, I have the travel size. Everybody says Herba Pura and Curke are identical. No, they're not. They have very strong similarities, but they're not exactly identical. Like, I have to be very careful with Herba Pura because the musk in Herba Pura turns animalic on me. I have to apply it very lightly. But Curke, I wear it like a champ. I'm like a superstar. I love that one. But so when I read that, I was like, yeah, okay, let me see how this plays out on my skin. Now, at some point when I first applied it that day, later in the day, this is by no means a dupe or even a sibling, not like a brother or sister of Curke or Herba Pura. It may be a relative, but not an immediate relative. So at some point in my skin, there was a resemblance of Curke, that fruity, woody, a little bit musky, and I'm not even a big fan of musk on my skin. And I thought, okay, I see where they are pulling that from. But this is by no means like exactly like it. I'm so mad that I am itchy because I had to spray the yard with that pepper spray because I'm getting sidetracked by my aggravation. Okay, what was I saying? Okay, so I'm thinking, oh yeah, I do like this. And I asked the girl in TJ Maxx by the dressing room. She said, I really like it. She said, is that the only bottle? Because I'll get it if you don't. And I was like, I think I'll get it because I want to see how it works on my skin. Then, of course, I asked a few men in the store. Some of them didn't even speak English, but they were like, some of the men, I was in the men's section. I had walked that way because I wanted to see what was over there. And I think they thought that I was asking, like, would you wear this? And I think one of the men said, oh, it's sweet. He did not speak much English, and I was like, well, what about for a woman? He was just like smiling like, But anyways, I should have broke out the Google Translator. But anyways, after that, I bought it, had sprayed it on myself, walked over to Ross, like so many of us do, like, TJ Maxx, Ross, the whole plaza. And I asked the girl working there by their dressing room, and she said, I like it. She said, it reminds me of something I have called Scarlet something. And when she said it, I recognized it from when I had Scentbird. And I said, did you get that at Scentbird? And she said, yes. Or maybe it's Deck of Scarlet or something. I don't remember now. I need to get back on my fragrance subscriptions, which is what I started doing with this channel, just reviewing those, but I haven't had them in a while. Anyhow, I never ordered the Scarlet, Deck of Scarlet, whatever it is, but she has it, and she said this reminded her very much of that. Okay, now let me tell you, I've told you the things, some of what I like about it, the fruity, woody, a little bit of sweetness. It does have rose. Those comparisons, which are a stretch, really, well, they're like vague similarities, but then it went through a stage that I really didn't like. Like, I sprayed it on my pillow. By the way, I just lay in bed and spray stuff, and that was 2 nights ago, and I can smell it on here. It's not projecting off my pillow, but I can certainly smell it on my pillow from 2 nights ago. And on here, I can get some similarity to Herbapure a little bit. So that is there. But this did go through a stage. My hair is melting. I've done this video like 3 times now because of distractions. There's a beautiful hummingbird. Oh, I might come over here. Anyways, so it went through a stage that I did not like, and to me, it smelled like, I know some people say that curcay to them has a rotten fruit smell, and Herbapure too, but they don't to me. But this went through a stage that to me smelled like rotten apples. You know how rotten apples get a tart, rotten smell? It was like if there was a whole barrel full of rotten apples with like musty water that's filled with sour, tart, rotten apple smell. And not just wood, but like maybe a barrel made of sort of musty, old, kind of soaked in water, sour wood. Like, I love wood smells, but some woods can have like a sour smell. And that's literally what I pictured. And then if you were to throw in the socks of like a teenager whose feet had turned into like rotten fruit sitting in a trash can and their damn sweaty, wet sock smell. If you put that in the barrel of rotten apples, this went through a stage that had that smell. Very much rotten apple. NBO rotten apple. So I did not like that stage. And then yesterday I thought, no, I want to love this fragrance because there's parts of it that I love. But yesterday I sprayed it all over myself. I understand this is the heat and this is not designed really. It's not really meant for the heat. Which summer is my favorite. And as I said, I can wear curcay in the summer. But I said, let me try it because it's cooler in the pool. Sprayed my whole self and my hair and everything. Once I was in the pool, I don't remember now since I've done this video so many times if I've already said this, but it was just too masculine. It turned very masculine on me. And as much as I love unisex fragrances, I don't want to smell that kind of masculine. So I don't know if I'm going to keep it. Maybe I should hang on to it. It's only $16.99, but let me tell you, I get a lot of these affordable fragrances largely so that I can review them for people who are looking them up like I do. You know, when I'm just, I love all fragrances, very, very inexpensive and very expensive, but I think everybody likes the instant satisfaction of being able to find a nice fragrance in a little store like TJ Maxx or Marshall's and be able to purchase it right then and right there. So I like to buy them just to review them for that point, but I have so many of them, and it does add up, of course. So I don't know. It's a cool bottle. I love the parts that I love about it. I don't love the parts that I don't love about it. But maybe if I let it sit, I don't know. So that's fair warning on this. It's not all bad, but there are parts that I don't like. Maybe it has to sit. Maybe it has to sit and then I wear it in the cool weather. But I hope that I have helped describe it to you. Let me go through the notes. Again, I can't even remember if I've done that in this video or not, because I've had to record it because of the dog and distractions. Main accords: fruity, woody, powdery, white floral, sweet, vanilla, musky, rose, warm, spicy, fresh. It's got a lot of likes and loves. Of course, day or night, cooler weather preference, but all seasons are marked. So it's got apple, peach, pear, sweet, orange, black, currant. I love all those notes. It's got jasmine, sandalwood, rose, orange blossom, sandalwood, vanilla, white musk, patchouli. I don't always love sandalwood. I can't remember if I've gone over this in this video. Forgive me if I have. I've just had to start it, redo it so many times. Longevity, moderate to long lasting. A few say eternal. like I said, I can smell it if I put my nose to this pillow from a couple nights ago, so it's certainly not a wimp. I'd say it has moderate to strong projection and some pretty good longevity. Of course, especially on fabric, but even on skin, I'd say it has pretty good longevity. I wouldn't say it is the most beast mode, but that was really dramatic. But it's pretty strong. So yeah, 59 people say it's like Xerjoff Alexandria too, but 50 people say no, it's not. A few votes for Into the Night, a few votes for Starry Night Montal, but a lot of people disagree. You know, it's got several other things. It's got some votes for Solid Black Arabian Oud. 3 votes for that, but 3 down votes that it doesn't. You know, people are really kind of divided as far as what this is similar to or not. And I can totally see why. Some people say definitely female, some people say no, this is men's. I've told you, a lot of people just say they smell oud and rose. I smell the rose, but I smell the fruit and wood. Now, one person said the dry down gives me Leighton and royal equestrian vibes. So somebody said I don't smell Alexandria too, but yet, however, I like it. This is their English, not mine. However, I like it of Ramz Gold. My first bottle I gave to my friend, then I ordered a new bottle again for myself. My second bottle, it smells more fruity than the first one, and I like it. A bit feels too masculine because of smokiness in the perfume. Good for layering with other perfumes as well. Okay, that somebody else said smoky. In this particular bottle, I'm not getting smoky. I have smoky fragrances. I don't consider this a smoky one. If it is smoky, it's just a hint of it. Now, I noticed this person just said that they've ordered it more than once and they were different. I have noticed that with especially the Middle Eastern fragrances like Milestone. A lot of the Milestone fragrances, I will sample, say, in TJ Maxx one day and they smell a certain way and they disappear quickly. And then sample at another time that same fragrance, say in Marshall's, and it smells a little different and lasts a long time. So maybe that's the case with this. Maybe that is why the reviews are so divided. In that case, then the only thing there is to say, this is tearing me up because it's in the air. The only thing there is to say is that you're going to have to try it. If you get the opportunity, test it in store. I hope that TJ Maxx and Marshalls stay to where you can sample fragrances and they don't put them all behind glass, because to be honest with you, they'll lose mine and a lot of other people's business, because I end up buying other stuff in there. But one of my main reasons for going in there is because I can pick up the fragrances and smell them and return them. I try not to overdo returns. I end up gifting a lot of stuff, but that's, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, if you're listening, don't change that, because a lot of us shop with you for that reason. Like, I shop in Burlington too, but I will go into the others more because I can smell the fragrances. So maybe I will let this sit and then try it in the cool weather. Maybe I just got a bottle that was more tart ASS. And when I say that, I mean like somebody's funky tart ASS. You guys, I was at Carowinds. If you don't know, it's an amusement park, much like King's Dominion or Six Flags. And God bless, I'm not judging, but we were on the steps going up, and there was a young man. Of course, he had his soaked shorts, but he was on the steps above, and his backside was like right there, and he had like tart BUTT ASS smell, and it was just potent. It was kicking, and I was just like, oh no, let me try to. I couldn't really back it up because there's a line behind me, but and I'm not judging. He's been walking around the amusement park all day, but it was right there, and that is tart ASS. So when I smell like the rotten apples in the barrel, I think some people's bum like can smell. Not mine. I don't think mine ever has. If it has, that's awful. I don't think so. Oh, Lord, I hope not. But that tends to happen with a lot of people, apparently, because I've gotten wafts of it off people, maybe in gyms, for example. Maybe their feet smell like rotten apples and waterlogged, musty fruit. I don't know. But the parts of this that are good are good. Maybe you'll get a better bottle of it. So it's good and it's bad. And I'm trying to be very fair and give you a fair idea. And it has gone 20 minutes, over 20 minutes, probably because I've repeated myself from redoing this video. And I still have one more from my shopping the other day that I need to review. And hopefully I won't get disturbed by the neighbor's dog again. I don't know what I'm going to do about that, y'all. Do y'all have any suggestions? Because they don't care. And even though they're in the wrong, I'm concerned about, like, just one person in particular probably retaliating, or I don't understand somebody being mad about themselves breaking the law and letting their dog bark and poop in someone else's yard and growl and show teeth in someone else's yard at them. But yeah, I don't know what to do about it. But I'd rather be recording in front of the flowers out here. We have so many gorgeous flowers in this yard. Goodness. So yeah, let me know what you think. Give it a try or not. If you have it, please share your experience, and please like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.